the city of Dublin always ready to fill a stadium for some friendly competition. And today, the Irish crowd has shown up in force, not for Gaelic football or hurling or rugby partner, no, but to welcome the NFL to the beautiful Emerald Isle. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Leading the Vikings here, head coach Kevin O'Connell. They've alternated wins and losses over the first 3 weeks of the season. On the Steelers sideline, that is head coach Mike Tomlin. His guys serving as the home team here in the Irish capital.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
I'm Kate Scott here with Brock Hewer, the All-Pro Chris Boswell on for the kick. And away we go from Dublin. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Well, here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them in his pseudo-rookie season after that injury cost.
Maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. It's intercepted on the first play of the game. Darius Slay has it. And the Steelers are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Baby, this stadium was already loud to start this game, Brock, but that play, it's in an absolute uproar now.
And the one thing you want to do as an opposing team is quiet the crowd, especially as a quarterback. It's your job to quiet that home crowd, but an interception, well, it does nothing but add fuel to the fire. A fever pitch now as the offense takes the field, looking for an early lead.
So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And they're brought out by the league's elder statesman. Drafted back in 2005, now in it.
That football is the ultimate team sport, but there are times as a quarterback it can feel a little bit like golf and match play. And when your opponent gives you a shot, gives you an opportunity with the pick, as a quarterback leading your team.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Play fake, it's Rodgers. Trying for a touchdown here. Taking the deep shot there on first down, okay. Well, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can he make offensively?
Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Play brought to an end by Jonathan Grenard.
On the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And they can't connect on the third down, fourth down. All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. Fourth down, Rodgers. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on fourth, and it's going to go over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off.
They've got first down from the 31. First carry here for Aaron Jones. Still finding room past the 45. Into the red zone. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those and you appreciate
points. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Steelers nothing.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their second drive. Fourth down their prior possession, Brock. You got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. And handoff headed left. It's a Conda. And it's almost ended worse, but a Cashman. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Second and 9. At the 22-yard line.
Looking to the air here. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
That play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB. They gave him just enough room to run.
From the gun, here's a Conda. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards.
Nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
First down throw by Rodgers. Buys time, rolling right. On the move, looking deep down the middle. Caught at the 20-yard line. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers trim the lead to 1. Pat Fryermuth, the touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of
tight ends and receivers at this level, because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move.
And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Well, probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. This return starts at the 5. Escapes a defender. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's first and 10. McCarthy to throw it. This is caught. It's T.J. Hawkinson.
Kate, even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to give him the ball. Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Tight end in motion left. Throwing on 3rd, McCarthy. Big strike here to Moore. And they finally...
in the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field. And
extra man in the secondary for the Steelers. 3rd down coming up. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there.
Right, active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Reichert connects there. And that'll push their lead to 4.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. Good work so far. He's got room. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they... The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10.
319!
Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me...
First down now, ball at the 39-yard 29-yard line. Rodgers to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They get it out.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Play action with Rodgers. Finds him on the crossing route. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. The big
Go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Evan on that first down carry. After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Buying some time left. The Steelers hold a slim 2-point lead early.
What a great moment to celebrate and possibly educate this rookie as well, Kate. That's just tremendous effort. He shows off the speed that he has. But they'll go look at those tablets. They'll figure out if there was somewhere to throw it. But he showed you right there when there's not, well, this kid can run.
Mike Tomlin, never afraid to go for two, has his offense out to do just that.
The Steelers will line up for the
Rodgers trying to throw for it. And the 2-point pass falls in, but it doesn't work.
Can be a little armchair quarterback after that call. Looked like the defense knew exactly what was coming.
Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Motion man right is Jefferson. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. To the right, hauled in by Jefferson. And this drive's quick behind the line. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And the Steelers get home. They drop him. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. No escape. It can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Looking for his wide receiver there.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Rodgers. Caught into the hands of Freiermuth. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. A gain of 27 yards there. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection.
Busting them in all the different outlets and check downs, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
2nd and 10 now. He's got his man. That's Alec Pierce. And he's got his guys into the...
Get down to that field and watch these guys throwing catches. I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
From the red zone now. On the move, headed right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And they get him out just before. Offense with an enviable spot to be in. 2nd and inches.
258. Hey, 88.
Shotgun handoff to Avani Conda. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it...
No 3rd down required now.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Here we go. 60 Vikings. Hot 70. Hot 70.
They were ready for him. They won that battle on the ground. This is... It's second and goal.
It's a loss of 5. Brings up second.
Now looking to throw with Rodgers. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers grow their early lead to 8. And we haven't even reached the end of one, and already that's the 3rd time that he's thrown them into the end zone. It's hard to think of a better start he could be having than this. Off the mark, he gets it to go.
Makes the score, Steelers 19. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. Juke the defender. And they will finally catch up. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Straight ahead they go with Jones. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Hits him on the out route. And he get him out.
13 yards on the...
So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. The Steelers have played to an early lead. Back with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for
The boom was special. Like that entire secondary, but their safety's ability, Earl and Cam, to come downhill to make those tackles behind the line of scrimmage as he just did. Man, when you appreciate great safety like that.
Ooh, and that was close.
Implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give the quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
1-yard gain on...
Or typically QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that, but let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Jefferson brings it in on the slant. Gains the 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. And they score. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings cut the lead to just a field goal. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about...
Reichert. And the Vikings cut the lead down to just 2.
19. Vikings 17.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Here's a return from the 7. And he only gets to around the 15 before being brought down. The Steelers and Aaron Rodgers headed back out on offense. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue.
I hear Kate to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
It's a gain of 30. That's good for the Steelers. First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Completion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
50. Hey, you block over. 258.
To throw is Rogers. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That's ninth play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on third down.
Come on. Hit. Hop, 70. Hop.
Pass play now. Gets this one to Fryermuth. And he's taken out as he brings... Now keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10. Shotgun handoff here for Junkins. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2.
Brings up second and 2.
258. Inside.
Now Rogers. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers push this to an 8-point game. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. So after thinking it over, they're lining up for 2.
19.
The Steelers will line up for the
60
2-point
Vikings.
conversion.
60 Vikings. 19 Lions.
He's throwing for it. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's going to get into the end zone. That extends their lead to 10 points. Notice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the 2-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make, who knows, maybe we'll have a 2-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's first and 10. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
How many times must trust? There's nothing more important at the quarterback position than gaining the trust of your coaching staff. That one right there, well, that's not a deposit. That's a withdrawal of trust when you take a negative play on a run like that.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards or reset the downs. McCarthy throwing on this 3rd and 1. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
The Steelers take over first and 10.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Mike Tomlin sending his Steelers out there for another drive. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest either. Now you could go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
They'll try the left side with a body conduct. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second.
Running once more with a body conduct. Now on good for 8. Now they've got 3rd down.
touchdown. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it third.
From the gun on third down. He put everything he had into this one and got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it...
Middle. And the Steelers take a 3-possession lead.
Steelers 34, Vikings 17. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. First and 10, it's McCarthy. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Big gain downfield. And he has it into the red zone as he reaches that 20-yard line.
Hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And he's able to manage a cover.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground.
Pressure's there. The steal closes on him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Looking Hawkinson, he's got it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. It's a T.J. Hawkinson touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep.
The sidelines, that 12th defender, many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with. Be a difference maker, they'll look for him.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Steelers and Aaron Rodgers headed back out on offense. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a... No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. It's a game.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And the stop is made just before. First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
That's another Steelers.
Rodgers here off the play action. He's going deep. And disaster averted. So Brock, that means third down coming up.
Midfield. A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Hey, take 26.
From the shotgun, Rodgers. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers make it a 16-point ball game. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His third through the air this game. And that is his third touchdown catch. Certainly enough to call this a very good game for him. And we're still in the opening half, so what else might he accomplish before we're done here? And the Steelers take a 3-possession lead.
41. Vikings 24. Chris Boswell.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Return starts at the 3. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. I'll start with a give to Jones. And they drop him with a big hit. But here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Now McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Working quickly here. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Next with his back, Aaron Jones. And there's a big hit right after that catch, so the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Going on 3rd, McCarthy. This throw's going to wind up incomplete. Falling for them. Now their special teams is involved. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Mike Tomlin sending his Steelers out there for another drive.
Window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 once again from the 20. Rodgers set to pass. Connects on the crosser. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to move the light. About that amazing play.
1st and 10 from the 41. Rodgers to throw. A little screen pass for Judkins. And he's got a decent gain before being brought quickly now.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Rodgers. Throwing deep for the end zone. Had the window to go deep, up facing 4th down. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. They'll throw again. Rodgers. That's on target to Pierce. Move the chains.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for us Steelers.
First down throw by Rodgers. Makes the grab in bounds left side. Just short of it. They're now set for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing once again, Rodgers. Running in the red zone. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
At the 13-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers get more points to end a lopsided first half. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. A 4th for him in this game, and 1 more ties the record. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only 1 off the NFL record. And the Steelers make it a 24-point ball game.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start 1st and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Motioning him from the slot right. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that kick.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Our spin around the NFL starts now at State Farm Stadium in Glendale. The Cardinals at home for an NFC West battle with the Seattle Seahawks. And it's Darnell Washington. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Seahawks get back to 500 at 2-2 with the road win. With that, a look here at the rest of the scores from around the NFL here in Week 4. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Now, this Irish crowd has been great so far. No surprise there, and still 2 quarters left to play here in Dublin. This return starts at the 5. This makes it up to the 25. Mike Tomlin sending his Steelers out there for another drive. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60.
Throwing it to start this drive. Flushed out of the pocket. Launching deep down the right side. Toward the sideline, and it's intercepted. Ivan Pace has got it. And the Vikings will take over as he will have because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just...
And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings start the second half with some needed points. Now McCarthy and the Vikings getting all set for the 2-point attempt.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point.
Sending him up the middle. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They try. Attempt fails. Well, I know we normally look for where the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that.
Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. They're on a 3-game winning streak, Brock, and working to stretch that out to 4. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Off play action, Rodgers. That's caught for the first. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
I may love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he's going to have this one down to the 37. That's an 11-yard
point. They're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Pass play on 1st and 10. Lee Judkins on the drop down. And he's able to... After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Here we go. Set.
From the 29. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first.
Ready.
A gain of 9 yards. That's
Let's go
another
now.
Steelers
First down.
First and
From the red zone now. Bails out of the pocket quick. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
The throw is caught. And we might be...
yard gain. That's good for us Steelers. First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Escapes out to the left. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers can make it a 4-score game as they lead by 24. Pat Fryermuth the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. From Sid Luckman in 1943 to Drew Brees in 2015. We've had 8 quarterbacks throw 7 touchdowns in one game. And now we have a 9th who's accomplished that feat as his dominance over this defense continues. On the middle. And the Steelers continue piling on to this lead.
55. Vikings 30. Chris Boswell.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here, he stopped for no gain. Run loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
At the 18-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Dumped off to his running back. And some excellent work to drive them all.
That's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Play action, McCarthy. Response to Hawkinson outright. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
Play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Nothing there left side. Game Bronk, we've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches. But that heightened focus.
And the Steelers get home. They drop him. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
Loss of 6 yards. And it's 4th.
It up past the 35. The Steelers and Aaron Rodgers headed back out on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep up. Say the defense would probably rather forget. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. Pickup of 12 on that play. And he'll
Easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
First down, Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. 41. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Handoff headed left. It's a Conda. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Throwing now off play action. That one falls to the turf.
And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Catch is made down the right sideline.
The 10-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Judkins running between the tackles. And they get 4th down.
On the tackle.
And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it.
It's 4th down.
4th down, Rodgers. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers trying to end this before the final quarter. Well, with that score right there, Brock, he has reached one of the pinnacles of playing quarterback here in the NFL. The most touchdown passes in a single game.
And I can promise you, after this game, he's going to do... I remember Peyton and Marvin having a back and forth after breaking a record. Neither of them wanted the ball because they knew it took all of them. And I promise you, after the game at the podium, he'll say the same thing today. It's his name in the record book, but this is an offensive explosion for a day.
And the Steelers grow their lead yet again.
62. Vikings 30. Chris Boswell to kick
Now
off
Boswell on to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. It's Jones on the toss. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard.
Aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Has a big strike to Addison. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On play action now, McCarthy. Brought in right side by Moore. And he puts down.
Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Out of the gun, a gift to Jones. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He's brought down.
That run's not going to turn you. If you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Oh no, they get him yet again! Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races! And he makes the half goal! It's a touchdown on the pick 6!
Kid, I know you've listened to me over the years praise and compliment offenses to just not go away from success. If you're running it well, keep running it. If you're throwing it, keep throwing it. Don't go away from it. Well, this defense, they're not going away from the pressure. And you see the dividends it's paid this time all the way for 6 points.
Splits the uprights. And the Steelers continue adding on to that lead.
Vikings 30. Chris Boswell to
A
kick
quick
off
chance
for
at
Pittsburgh.
redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Fields this one at the 3. Takes out a one-stop.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he's taken down after a Minnesota 1st down.
1st and 10 at
New
the
slated
40-yard
downs to
line.
approach here from the 40.
Here we go.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Gets him on the in route.
Fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time. I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Going on 3rd, McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the 1st. Great. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's going to be the Vikings who have the football, Brock, but given that score, they're going to need points every time out from here on. Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. We're loaded and ready. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the 46. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 28.
Tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings putting up quarter points. And the Vikings cut into the lead by another point.
69. Viking. Will Reichard.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Starting from the 5. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Steelers and wide receiver DK Metcalf set for another drive. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock's... All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
From the gun, here's a body conduct. And he's stopped after...
Just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Third down run from Junkins. And what a play. They never gave. He's going to lose some yardage. Fourth down coming up. They'll go for it. Rodgers finds his man over the middle.
And hit rate on fourth down, while not horrible, to me signifies something even more important, Kate, and that's that this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. It's been their mindset throughout, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here we go, set. Viking 18.
Working inside the red zone. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Ron. Effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
And he's going to go out with a pickup of...
Close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And he finds him in the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's a TJ Huck down the middle. And the Vikings will trail by 25.
Steelers 69. Vikings.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Steelers and wide receiver DK Metcalf set for another drive. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line.
Extraordinaire.
Here's first and 10 from the 34. Another one for Junkins. Again, he hits the second level. And he's down to the 42-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
He's got it to his running back. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's an 11 chains. They've got first down from the 31. Shotgun handoff here for Junkins. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
If you get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they stop him just in time. Yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
That's another Steelers first down.
Handoff now to Judkins. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Steelers keep running away with this. Ooh, baby, Brock. This one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
And the Steelers tack on 7 more to their lead.
76. Vikings 44. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And the turnovers, Brock, appear
To end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That's complete inside the 35-yard.
Start a fire without a spark? Well, how about a lightning bolt? What a huge gain that totally changes the tone of the drive.
26-yard line.
1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Once again, it's caught by Hawkinson.
There's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the ladder. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10.
And the Vikings, first down.
Going again now. McCarthy. Pressure coming, and they take him down. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
After the sack could really use a big play here on 2nd down. It's 2nd and 15. Another try following the sack. And they get to him again. It's a repeat of the last play. That's going to bring them to 3rd down.
A loss of 7 yards.
And the Steelers going nickel. 3rd down.
Come on, set. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He lofts it deep left. And they score. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings putting up points in a game decided. Jordan Addison, the touchdown.
Let's go run right by him.
Makes the score.
That one
Steelers
splits the uprights.
76.
And the Vikings will trail by 25.
Will Reichard
Here's
to kick
Reichard
off
set to
for
kick
the
this away.
Vikings.
Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Steelers and wide receiver DK Metcalf set for another drive. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say. Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
Josh Metellus on the coverage.
Hey, take 26. Go to 50.
From the shotgun, Rodgers. Wow, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Vikings take over off their 3rd interception of this game. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your turnovers follow.
They're set up at the 35 now.
You're on the speed, you're on the speed. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They kick the running back in motion. Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. He will not get any further, but plenty of problems.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. This throw is caught. And that tackle stops him after a solid game.
I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And they score. It's a Minnesota. That one right down the middle. And the Vikings make it an 18-point game. With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And this is recovered by the Steeler hands team. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Tomorrow, when they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage in the windows are...
This is caught inside the 15. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers put up even more points in a win. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. The 5th of the game for him, tying the NFL and they'll continue adding to their lead.
Score, Steelers 83. Chris Boswell to kick
Now
off
Boswell
for
on to send this away. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Vikings send receiver Jordan Addison getting set for this next drive. And this a final opportunity to make things a little... Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. McCarthy to throw it. Oh, he got way too much under it. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
The coverage by Joey Porter Jr.
From the gun, Jones gets it. And he's going to get him 7 there. It's 3rd down.
Tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Here's Jones. Has the first, but wants more. He's past the 45. At the 20. It's a Minnesota touchdown. Reichert. And the Vikings make it an 18-point game. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. All right, game seems pretty far out of reach at this point, but still, had to try the onside kick in that spot.
You know what that was? It was 2 things, Cade. A, it's a good chance to practice your onside kick in a pretty low-pressure environment. But B, and so much more importantly, is down the road in a game where you're going to really need it, that gives you the confidence that you can get it done.
The 30-yard line.
Now it's McCarthy. Running a screen now for Jones. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it.
Okay, that's far from the first time we've seen him throw into the wrong team, but this one was probably the most costly.
Mike Tomlin sending his Steelers out there for another drive. And this one, just a formality till the clock runs out. It's only 1 timeout remaining to stop it.
Ready up.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Stop low, 18.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Caught by his running back, Judkins. Hits the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense...
Down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
90. Vikings 65. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Vikings send receiver Jordan Addison getting set for this next drive. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has.
There could be more interceptions.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And that was an incredible effort just to make it back to the line. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Set. Viking 18.
Looking to throw, McCarthy. Trying to push it deep downfield. Big gain downfield. Now.
It's a gain of 38 yards. And the Vikings 1st down.
So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb, going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Dublin.